Hello, welcome to Classical Gas lesson number 6, bars 58 through 73 in the power tab. In the last lesson, we talked about 3 ways to play those 6 bars where you have to hold down a bar the whole time. Don't feel restricted by the fingerings that I've shown you. There are other ways to do it, and you have to do it whatever way works for you. But I think that this is probably the part that takes the most time to learn to do, no matter how you finger it. So in later lessons, or at the end of them all, we'll spend a little extra time showing other ways this section can be done, and we'll get a little more detailed and maybe advanced about how to play it for those that are interested. Also, like I said, we're skipping the orchestra section because he doesn't play it unless there's an orchestra. In a sense, well, neither you nor I are booked to perform at the Kennedy Center anytime soon, so we don't need to know it right now. Remember in lesson 5, we ended it with playing bars 56 and 57, holding a D minor shape. Now, if you don't need, or it doesn't help you at all, to have this second finger down at the 3rd string, 3rd fret, then don't do it. I've been lucky in that Bill Innabinet, he has a site here on YouTube as Bililinabinet. Anyway, he's a professional transcriber in Australia, and he's made a very serious study of classical gas starting in 1968. He emailed me after lesson 3 and volunteered his help. He sent me his transcription, and he supplemented the publications I had with ones I didn't have. He also sent me his MP3s from his transcription software, and through our emails back and forth, he answered my questions, and we even argued a little bit as well. But I have learned more about classical gas through him than I can tell you about or incorporate here. He has updated and reworked his transcription for classical gas over the years as new and better transcription software became available. When you hear and see it, it's clearly more accurate than anything you can buy. And I think, like he says, the truth is there are no transcriptions, amateur or professional, that are exactly handmade or exactly Mason Williams fingering for it. There's really only classical gas. And it has been played differently from time to time by the man himself. In addition, Mason says in his 92 book that the arrangements there are not exact. He also credits the transcriber, quote, for his perfectionism in proofing all of the tablature and especially for refingering many parts of the pieces, making them easier and therefore more enjoyable to play, unquote. Well, there are lots of mistakes there. Many are major and obvious. I knew of some, and Bill showed me more. So what I'm showing you is classical gas. It's a composite of how he plays classical gas, and sometimes, but not necessarily, how he did it in handmade. I haven't incorporated everything Bill has shown me about classical gas. I haven't included some of these things because it's really for a more advanced lessons than I'm trying to give you here. And I'm trying to reach some of you who are just now learning to bar. And I think it would make these lessons a lot more complicated, and it would discourage many of you because a lot of it's technical. Now, there are only going to be 2 changes in bars 57 through 73. The first is a typo error, and it's only in the power tab. So the last note of bar 60, the last note of bar 60 is not 2nd string 3rd fret as shown there. It's played 2nd string open. So mark that down in your tab and just cross out that 3rd fret. The second change is optional. It's the start of bar 58 in the tab or 57 in the book. So starting with bar 58, and I'll play it through real slow a couple of times and at tempo. did a little rocking motion, you probably saw it there, as I was playing that with my first finger and my third finger to make it just a little easier than doing it this way. If it helps you, do it. If not, don't. So I'm going to go through that again, and watch how I lift my fingers. Okay, and that's the end of it. I'm going to show you slowly also where the slide is, and like I said, you can decide to use it or not. Mason Williams does not play it in handmade. We'll do that slowly as well. There it is. And you can decide to do it or not. The way he actually plays it in handmade just one time is now at tempo. Now, I'm doing this with a little Sony CyberShot steel camera, a little digital camera. It's got a microphone the size of a match head. I'm not using my big microphone for this. So don't pay attention to the tone that you're hearing. Pay attention to the notes. And again, we're going to play it one more time.